Virgo, welcome to your read. This is Whatever Comes Out. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know for the sign of Virgo. Okay. So we have fertility, dreams, and dance. Right off the bat, some of you are pregnant. Some of you are about to find out you're pregnant. Those of you that don't want to be pregnant, use precaution. Others of you, that's your dream. It's your dream to be a mother, to have children. Some of you want them to get into like pageantry, right? So I'm sensing like dance moms. Some of you could be watching dance moms. Some of you like dance moms. But being that dreams is in the middle of both, some of you could be really into the ballet. Others of you could just be really into making that happen, right? Like some of you, that's your dream, to be a dancer of some sort, to be a performer of some sort. And so for some of you, obviously not all of you, but fertility doesn't necessarily have to mean a child. Some of you could just, this is a realization that you're having, and so you're kind of giving birth to this idea. So whether you are preparing for something like this in the terms of a career like this, if this is your dream, like you're giving birth in the sense of you're making it happen, right? Maybe you're going for tryouts. Maybe you're somebody that's telling people like, yes, this is what I'm going to do. So that kind of thing. Others of you, I'm just saying that your dreams, whatever your dreams are, whatever obstacles that you might be going through at this point in time, like think about dancing, right? It's so fluid. I had a friend tell me recently that dancing, there's no thought in dancing, right? I forgot how she said it, but it was like said so perfectly. And so that's kind of what's coming to mind right now, is the idea that whatever obstacles you're going through right now in your life, I see most of you just kind of getting through it. Like you're just kind of going with the flow, not really paying much attention to it. So it's almost like your world could be like on fire, but I'm also seeing you're just kind of like, whatever, like I'll handle it when I handle it. I'll deal with it when I deal with it. So you're not paying very, very much attention to that. Others of you, you are following a dream. Whatever that dream is, doesn't have to be dance. And again, you're not letting external factors get in the way of what it is that you're trying to do right now. So a lot of you are avoiding distraction. A lot of you are just, there's a lot of like staying at home. True Virgo, in true Virgo fashion. I see the Hermit card in my head. So yeah, a lot of you are just focused right now on a dream, whether that is you and your partner are talking about having children, whether you're just thinking about going through something in terms of a new career change. I just see transition, really. So yeah, that's what we have here for Oracle. Let's see what else, what messages do we have for Virgo? Whatever comes out today, what messages does Virgo need to know at this point in time? You got Queen of Swords here that popped out. Let's see. Like this. Oh, intuition's funny, guys. All right, cool. Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Justice, Six of Swords, Seven of Cups, the Hermit that I saw in my head, and the Nine of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Cups. Some of you might have your eye on a certain person. Others of you are cutting off somebody. And this would be Justice. So you have the Queen of Swords that's looking at the Knight of Pentacles, and then you have the Justice card to kind of tie that up. I'm genuinely seeing here that if you are not ending a relationship, you have ended a relationship, and that has brought you a lot of balance because of it. You disassociating yourself from someone in particular in your life has brought you more balance than what you had while they were in your life. And so I'm definitely seeing that, like with the Queen of Swords, like you stood on business with that. You cut off this person. It was hard, but with the Queen of Swords, when she makes up her mind and she draws her sword, there's no going back. And so I feel like a line was drawn in the sand, um, against somebody that, um, being that this is a Knight of Pentacles, this could have been somebody that you've been with for a while. Also, you guys might have had a cat and a dog, or a dog, so definitely pets were involved. But I am seeing that this was someone that might have just thrown money at you to kind of make things better, like smooth things over, if you will. Um, for others of you, you're looking at a Knight of Pentacles right now. So some of you are interested in someone that has their shit together, that seems stable. They might have pets, they might like pets, and that's something that you like. But they definitely do have stability. Being that they are a knight, though, they might be a little flighty. So maybe that's how you perceive them, right? Like you can be interested in someone at this point in time that does have their stability, that does have their life together, that does have money, good head on their shoulders, but you perceive them as a knight because knight energy is very much in and out, so very player like. So you might have that perception of this person, but really they could be a King of Pentacles. But either way, if you do have your eye on someone, again, this is part of some kind of karmic justice. So not to say that this knight isn't bad and or good, but it is to say that there's a reason that this knight is currently in front of you, in your space and time and energy at this point in time. Moving forward, you do have the Six of Swords, and what you're moving towards is the Seven of Cups, right, which talks about options. Hermit, so you're taking time to reflect and see what those options are. See how like he's holding that up, right? And then here at the Hermit, even though it looks like he's inspecting a shell, and he is, like in a way he's looking to see what's in each cup, right? What's in each cup, because not everything that glitters is gold. And because you're taking your time, you're in your Nine of Pentacles energy right now. So single, focusing on you. Some of you could just be vegging out. Some of you could be working out. Others of you are focused on your money. Others of you are just saving. Either way, because you're taking your time to see what's in each cup, what's going to bring fulfillment to you, even if you are not aware that you're doing this, like even if you're the type of person right now where you're going with the flow, that's still a cup, that's still a choice. You know what I mean? Like cups here don't necessarily have to be tangible, right? Like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna hold an eyeball, I'm gonna hold a heart, like you get what I'm saying? So again, it doesn't have to be tangible. A lot of the time it's the fluidity of the energy in which you're in. And so that's a choice, right? To sit there and inspect something is a choice versus believing something at face value. So a lot of you, even though you don't realize it, and some of you do realize it, because you're taking your time to figure out what it is that you want, to see what's a good fit, that's why you're in your Nine of Pentacles, right? And for those of you that are actually paying attention, that are cognizant of these choices, I see you making better choices, which is leading to your Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, right? Like you're slowly becoming the person that you want to become. And those of you that are currently in the midst of a healing journey, that where you don't have all your answers at this point in time, then that's the advice. Look at all of your options, like really look at them, right? Like that's what you guys are infamous for, right, Virgo? Like you guys will tear something apart inside and out and go over it in your head a million times if you have to, without driving yourself insane. That's a superpower, by the way. So the fact that you guys are so critical of things, a lot of the time Virgo tends to throw caution to the wind sometimes when it comes to love situations, which is why they find themselves in the situations that they're in. Others of you are just really good at picking things up, the technicality, like kind of tearing apart a person, whether or not they know this, before you step into that energy, and then it ends up working out for you. But for the lot of you that I see here, you guys are moving forward. You will have more options out there, whether that's options in love, a career, a place in which to live. So some of you might be moving. Either way, I do see you being picky and taking your time. Or some of you are just fixated on one option right now, right? That you're kind of ignoring the rest of it. But either way, majority of you are single and you're enjoying it. So good for you. I think that's the best place to be when you finally get to that point in your healing stage when you're not so emotional, when you actually have your wits about you, when you realize that you actually can live without that person as much as you don't want to, but you do it anyways, right? And it just leads you to bigger and better. Let's see if there's any money messages for you guys here in the month of, for whatever comes out. Let's see. Are there any money messages? If I can get I can talk right today. All right. Are there any money messages for the sign of Virgo? Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. Chariot, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups again, Star, and then you have the Ace of Wands. Moving forward, your money's going to be popping. Now, moving forward, any money worries that you have are going to be a thing of the past. And this is you, right? This point in time, you're moving forward. So whatever decisions you're making, it is yielding you more money for sure, right? Ace of Swords, clarity, truth. Maybe some of you are seeing the truth about your spending habits. Others of you are being a little bit more cautious. Whatever it is, like I see you being more protective of your money, because same thing, you have the 9 of Pentacles, right? So that's what you had before. Like 9 of Pentacles talks about being independent. So a lot of you are going to definitely, if you're not there right now, where you feel self-sufficient, where you feel like, okay, bills are paid and I still have money left over, I can actually go out to eat or I can go do something without feeling bad or without feeling like I need to count my money, right? So some of you are going to get to that point where you're like, I'm good, like swipe the card, it'll always go through, right? That kind of energy. So some of you could be getting a promotion. Those of you that are actively looking to get promoted or actively putting it out there that they want to get promoted, I do see that happening for you. So if you're pondering whether or not this is something you should do, you really should, because again, everything's about alignment, right? You're trying to get to your 10 of Pentacles. The fact that like moving forward, that's exactly where you're going towards, whether or not you know this. Then you have the 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups again, and then the Star, right? So all this tells me is that this comes at a time when you are truly embracing your singlehood, after a time where you did get your heart broken, and you started again because you were, this only confirms what I was saying before, because you were picky and really looking at your options. That's what brought fulfillment. And in that, this is kind of like a wish come true for you, right? A lot of you Virgos, like you guys roll, what is it, the 8 of Pentacles, right, alongside the Hermit. 2 really good cards that I feel kind of go under the radar a lot of the time, because when you're in the 8 of Pentacles and you're in the Hermit mode, that means that you're really working hard on something. Like your sign is about working hard, and a lot of the times you don't get to see the fruit of your labor. But for those of you that are really pushing towards it, those of you that are genuinely, this is what you want, this is what you need kind of deal, I see it happening for you. And to read this in another way too, a lot of you are going to stop being in your own way, right? Third party doesn't necessarily have to be about another person that brings you heartbreak or betrayal. A lot of the time you are your own blockage, right? And so maybe you stop standing in your way for once. Maybe you stop, dare I say it, stop being in your head, Virgo, and actually come out of that and see your reality for what it is. You know, I feel like this bird is like, oh, this is the first time I've been out in the world. And what's this? What's this? That curiosity of what's this? Maybe that's what you need to have, right? I don't know why I just got that scene in Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack Skellington, right? When he goes into Christmas Town and he's out there, you know, and he's like super curious. You guys need to get curious. Virgos are so like, oh, like, no, like, get curious. That's how you find what you love, and that's where what loves you back finds you, right? Because I genuinely believe that what you're looking for is looking for you too. And that's how you heal. So a lot of you are going to be healing your money situations. Others of you are have been healing. You've been grinding. You've been hustling, and so now it's about to pay off. So congratulations to all of you, because even if you're not at that point, you're at least trying to get there. You know. Let's see. Are there any love messages for the sign of Virgo? I don't know why I just got this thought where I shouldn't even ask that. I feel like most of you aren't keen to love. I know that was part of the reading for your month of October, but I'm really, I don't know, I'm feeling a little bit of resistance, but this is going smoothly. All right, let's see. Any love messages for Virgo? For the Virgos that actually want to be in a relationship. For the Virgos that actually want to be in a relationship. What do we got? All right, cool. Is that it? Oh, yeah. So just to clarify, at the bottom of the deck, oddly enough, is the Hierophant, right? The relationship card. So this is definitely for the Virgos that are looking for love, that are open to love, that aren't shielded off. All right, so we have the 7 of Candles, 7 of Wands. The 10 of Castles, that's the 10 of Coins. The 2 of Castles, 2 of Coins. Justice again. The 7 of Crypts, 7 of Cups. You guys keep getting that. Start paying. The Hermit again. You guys are messing with me. And the 8 of Claws. All right, guys. I don't know how many times I have to say it. But apparently I got to say it. Whatever is happening to you right now is karmic justice, okay? You guys also got this in the first, the second spread. So again, I feel like when it comes to love, you have had your guard up. Right? You've had your guard up. And some of you might have had some really good options come in. And because you were so guarded, you were like in your head. And then you decided, you made a judgment call and you're like, no, not for me. Right? But it's like, because why? Because you were like, well, there's probably more options out there. And then you were like, you know what? I'd rather the option be I stay alone. I stay home. Right? But it puts you in your head. So some of you have actually met some really good options, because 10 of Pentacles, guys, come on, like that's the epitome of what you could find in terms of just financial stability and happiness and all that. It accumulates. And so what I'm seeing is a lot of you are blocked off to love. No matter how good something might be, you're kind of in your head about it and you're like, nah, it's too good to be true. Or no, I don't want to be in that situation. And again, like, those of you that are single and are looking for a relationship, you're blocking your own happiness, because the Hierophant talks about the sun. Some of you could be meeting an Empress. Again, Empress is the embodiment of every queen in the deck. So she's emotionally stable, financially stable, physically stable, spiritually stable. Like there's just so much that she embodies. And because you guys are blocking that off because you want to be in your head, like, what do you expect, right? So you guys need to be more open, because again, when we pray for things, when we ask for things, the universe does deliver if you're open enough to receive. So some of you need to work on that healing aspect of what you feel you deserve. So if you feel like you're not worthy of the 10 of Pentacles, well, guess what? Then I guess you're just going to be in hermit mode. And then you're going to be in your head, why can't I find someone good or whatever? It's not everybody's bad. Just because you dealt with a few people that were needing healing, you needed to meet those people. You needed to be brought down to where you were when you lost them. You needed to get to that point because it was about a lesson. And you can't take it personally. Not everything is technical, right? And you guys know this, but being Virgos, you guys are like, no, like you see black and white, and I do too, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Virgo. I see black and white, but there are emotional elements that Virgos tend to ignore, and that's why you find yourself in the 8 of Swords a lot of the time, questioning if you made the right decision. It's okay to be vulnerable. enough to make a decision that you feel is going to fulfill you and improve and add to your life, right? But some of you are just like, no, no, no. And again, you got to be open. You got to be open to receiving. You got to be open to the idea that you deserve the kind of love that's looking for you. Just because you got your heart broken and, you know, someone didn't appreciate you doesn't mean it's always going to be like that. It will be like that if you continue to shield yourself off. And, you know, at that point, if you don't have enough discernment to know who you're giving your time and energy to, well, then, yeah, you're going to keep creating the same disaster because you're not discerning on who's worth your time and who isn't. And I think that's why the majority of you are kind of stuck in hermit mode, because you're like, yeah, I'd rather not deal with anybody. I don't want to deal with the emotional aspect of what I went through. But it's like, again, it's part of your lesson in this lifetime, and it will continue to be a lesson until you heal. So yeah, those are the messages that I have for you, Virgo. Yours was the longest so far. But yeah, hopefully it helped, and I'll see you guys next time.